Welcome to Nodus. It is a workspace for your documents, notes, and sources, built to show you how they connect. Everything is stored on your own computer. Your material only leaves it when you choose a feature that uses an external service. In the next few minutes, we will look at vaults, at the AI models Nodus needs, and at the tools built around them. Everything starts with a vault. A vault is a separate workspace that keeps one project together. When you create one, Nodus asks what kind of work it is for, and that choice shapes the whole vault. Academic is for research. A bibliography from Zotero, extracted ideas, authors, and relationships. Study is for learning, courses, subjects, notes, materials, and revision. Teaching is for the other side of the classroom, your own courses, timetables, materials, and marking. Databases is for structured information, typed tables, relations between them, and analysis. Genealogy is for family history, people, kinship, timelines, and documentary evidence. More are on the way, and the badges tell you which ones are still in beta or preview. Each vault keeps its own library, its own notes, and its own settings, so two projects never mix. Inside a vault, you move through the sidebar. Its sections are grouped by what you are doing, exploring, analyzing, and creating. The library holds your sources. Depending on the vault, they come from Zotero, from your own files, or from what you record. Each item shows how far Nodus has read it. A light pass finds themes. A deep pass extracts ideas together with the evidence for them. You choose what gets analyzed and when. Nothing is processed unless you ask for it. What that deep pass extracts appears here as individual ideas rather than whole documents. Open one, and you get the full picture of it. Its type, the source it came from, and the exact passage that supports it. That last part is the important one. Trust an idea only once you have read the evidence behind it. The graph turns those ideas into a landscape. Every node is an idea, and every link a relationship between them. Clusters show where your sources agree. The bridges between clusters are often the most interesting places to look. None of that happens by itself. Nodus brings no intelligence of its own. You choose which AI models it uses, and this is the setup step that matters most. There are two ways to configure them. Basic configuration uses one general model for everything, and it is the right place to start. Advanced configuration assigns a different model to each task. That is useful later once you know which parts you want to tune. Models come from providers. You add one with its API key, and Nodus keeps that key encrypted on your machine. OpenRouter is a good place to begin because a single key gives you models from many different companies. Once a provider is connected, its whole catalog becomes available in every model selector in Nodus. Two pieces of advice about the model that extracts ideas, because they decide whether Nodus feels quick or feels broken. First, prefer a model reached through an API. Extraction reads your documents in chunks, and a remote model does in seconds what a local one takes minutes to do. Second, do not use a reasoning model for extraction. Thinking models spend their budget deliberating and often return nothing usable, so a plain, fast model is the better choice. After a lot of testing, the Gemini Flashlight models gave the best balance of speed, cost, and dependable results for this particular job. Nodus can also run models on your own machine, with nothing leaving your computer at all. There is one for chat, one for transcribing audio, one for generating images, and one for embeddings. Each is downloaded only if you want it. They are private and free, but slower, and they need a capable computer. A good compromise is local models for everyday chat and an API for heavy analysis. Now the setting most people overlook, the embedding model, which builds a semantic index of your material. That index is what lets you search by meaning instead of exact words, and it is what finds the relationships and bridges between your ideas. Without it, semantic search simply returns nothing, and an empty result then means the vault was never indexed, not that your sources lack the topic. The recommendation is BGEM3. It runs locally, It handles long passages, and it works across languages, which matters when your sources are not all in the same one. Beyond text, Nodus reads images and can generate them, which helps with figures, diagrams, and scanned pages. It also transcribes recordings and reads your material aloud, so you can listen to a long document instead of reading it. The toolkit gathers the practical tools: converting files, protecting documents, translating, a presentation mode, and an OCR workspace. Nodus can also open up to other software. The MCP server lets an AI assistant read this vault directly. It listens only on your own computer, so an assistant can search your sources, read your notes, and cite them, without your library being published anywhere. Nodus Server does something different. It keeps a filtered copy of a vault up to date over an outbound connection. That is how you reach the same vault from another device or share it with someone, while no port is opened on your machine. There are also plugins for the places you already work: Zotero, Microsoft Word, and LibreOffice. Last of all, you are not alone in here. Nodi is the companion that floats in the corner, and you can choose how it looks. This is Nodi. Click it and you get a chat that knows both the app and your own material, along with your notifications and help when you need it. A safe way to start is small. Create one vault, connect one provider, choose an embedding model, and analyze a handful of documents you already know well. That is Nodus. Check the evidence, keep your material yours, and let the graph grow with your reading.